And now to another big story we're following back here in our area. A wild scene in Prince William County.
Oh, yes, it was. A teen arrested for trying to run down an officer in Woodbridge. Police actually chased him 3 different times before finally catching up with him. This was the last chase today, caught on a Fox 5 camera. After an all-night search, police tracked him down here at this garden center this morning. And tonight, this teen is in custody and he's charged with attempted murder of a police officer. Fox 5's Paul Wagner live in the newsroom with this one. Serious charges, Paul.
Absolutely, Laura and Sean. All night long, Prince William County police searched for the teen near the intersection of Smoketown and Minneville roads. They set up a perimeter and kept their eyes peeled for a skinny kid without shoes. Just before 11 o'clock this morning, cops spotted him running through a shopping center right in front of a rolling Fox 5 camera.
Mike, this way.
First the sirens, then the shouts. Our crew picked him up as he shot by a uniformed officer standing in the parking lot, skirting a customer who tried to grab him and then over a hedge. The teen lost his balance for a second and then dashed for the garden center.
He jumped over a couple of the garden tables, jumped over a customer's cart, knocked it on the floor. The customer went underneath the table.
In bare feet with arms pumping, the teen chugged out of there, around the corner, heading for another store. Within seconds, police had him on the ground, in cuffs, in custody.
At first, you didn't really know what was going on because he just came around the corner so fast, but I was glad he was caught. I heard about it on the news this morning.
We've blurred the teen's face because police have charged him as a juvenile. All night long, police kept watch, hoping to catch him. Twice, they fired shots at him. The first time after police say he tried to run the officer down, following a pursuit into a dead end.
He gunned it and rammed her cruiser door with his car, with the minivan he was driving, basically pinning her and injuring her in between the car and the car door.
Officers fired again after the teen struck a carload of people and was cornered again.
They challenged him. He reached toward his waist area. One of the officers fired on him then, and he took off running on foot.
All night long, police searched for the teen, not knowing if he was armed, possibly wounded. Around 3:30 a.m., someone reported suspicious activity in the shopping center. Police closed in, finally catching the teen just before 11. When police first spotted the teen, he was trying to get away on a bicycle. Because he's a juvenile, police have not released his name. Charges as an adult are possible, but not before the teen sees a judge in juvenile court. Police say the minivan he was driving was stolen. The injured officer and the other people this teen allegedly hit were all treated and released. Laura?
Hey, Paul, what led them to that garden center? Was it the report that there was suspicious activity in that center there?
That's right. Well, the shopping center is right there at Smoketown and Minneville, and that's where everything had happened the night before. And then around 3:30 in the morning, someone there in that shopping center called the police and said, hey, I think you need to look right around here, around that Lowe's. Then they closed in on the perimeter, and then they kept a tight eye on it. But it wasn't until around 11 o'clock, or just before 11, that they spotted him on the bicycle. And actually, our camera zoomed in and had the kid on the bike just as the cops were closing in as well.
And we knew that the officers were there, which is why our camera was there, right?
Exactly. We were there because we were waiting to see if they would catch him because, as you know, he had allegedly tried to run down this police officer and they'd fired shots at him. So we were just as interested in finding out who this was as they were.
Right place, right time, and some
Absolutely.
good video to boot. Thanks, Paul.
Yep.